we got the technical difficulty sign up, so it's like, we haven't rise to the curtain yet.
Oh, okay. Well, let me see if I get it up on my tablet over here.
Yeah. That music you guys are all hearing to tonight, we are talking and vibing to the Quarantine Vibe radio station. Thought it was
Okay.
appropriate for the night on YouTube, so that music you were hearing, Quarantine Vibe, lo-fi radio station on the YouTube. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what you got tonight, boys and gals. And let's go ahead and rise that curtain.
Oh,
Oh, oh,
oh.
and there we are. Ta-da!
Hello.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Two Host, One Mini Table, episode 9. Episode 9. Can you believe it? Can you dig it, sucker? I am your host for the evening, the Babe, and with me, as always, is our other host, Ecto J.
Coast.
What is
From
up?
the coast.
From the
What's
coast, from
up?
the East Coast.
Coast.
The host with the most from the East Coast.
That's right.
What's going on, man?
What's up?
So it's been a week. We were not
Took a
here
little break.
last
That's
week.
my bad.
Yeah, we took a little break. It's okay. I still grace them with my presence on a little bit of Animal Crossing. I'm pretty sure they're getting to the point where they're tired of seeing me play Animal Crossing on the stream. So, yeah. So, what's been up, dude? It's been a week. What you been up to?
I moved.
You moved.
I'm in a new place.
You're in a new place.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Well, I'm rooming with my buddy Berta. For those who have listened to the first couple of episodes of Don't Feed the Animals podcast, that was my co-host for this for a short period of time. He's still around. Hopefully, you'll be hearing his sweet, sexy, deep voice soon,
Ooh.
because I plan on making some new episodes. Get that out of the way.
Get out of here.
I'm really excited.
Berta was also a fellow host on the We Like It Nerdy show once upon a time.
He's a trailblazer.
He is a pioneer, shall we say, a
Yeah,
nomad
exactly.
of such.
Yeah.
Okay, so new setup, new home base. What you're talking content creation. What's going on there? Like, what are your plans there, sir?
Well, for now, get my feet wet, get the gears turning again for new episodes of Don't Feed the Animals. Like again, it's me, being real, joking around, BSing. That's pretty much where we stand. It's nothing too crazy. Just giving ourselves to everyone out there. But then, while I'm at it, maybe I'll dip my feet into some streaming under like Ecto J's Don't Feed the Animal stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. I have to work out the logistics. So, maybe you can help me out in the future with stuff like that, like, technical stuff, because that's my problem.
I got you, brother.
I'm not good with technical shit at all.
I had to jump onto. It's funny you say that. I had to jump on a screen sharing session. Man, try to say that 3 times fast. Screen sharing session. Screen sharing session with Daedalus, friends of the channel, Daedalus's channel, and the Babes channel. As you know, he's been streaming. I helped him with his setup. He had some mic and some audio issues. I saw his plea for help on the social medias, so I hit him up and I was like, "Hey, let me show you what's good." So I got you, brother. Let me know what you need.
Straight. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to pick stuff up. I got nothing but time now, now that I'm all settled in, I'm all nestled in my little nest for the time being. Yeah, this place is temporary too, but at least I set it up to where I'm comfortable.
Good.
So.
Good. So when can we expect some stuff?
The goal is the the newest episode of Don't Feed the Animals will be out May 2nd.
Don't play with our hearts.
My birthday.
Ooh, May 2nd, ladies and gentlemen, is this handsome man's birthday.
And I will also work out the logistics of putting our Two Hosts One Mini Table episodes up on Don't Feed the Animals podcast. So that would mean you can hear us now in audio format. Hopefully, either I'll try to catch up all the episodes prior. If not, it will be from May 2nd on that I will try to put on, our show on there as like, a side thing. So you'll be able to listen to these segments and they'll be titled accordingly, episodically, so you can hear us now, on Spotify, it'll be on YouTube, Podbean, yeah, pretty much.
You heard it here. He's going to start putting us on that side hustle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For all the people who just, want to walk around and listen to us.
There you go. Well, right on, man. Sounds exciting. Like, I want to see, get your gears turned, man. I want to see some content come out.
I know.
Get you in that community there.
Writing down life stuff and drawing and stuff and doodling. All that creativity flowing,
It's Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing brings that out of the most of us.
It's true, man. I'm you guys got me on your group, and I've been keeping pretty quiet. Like I haven't said one thing in my group, but I looked through it, and I'm just like, you guys are in. You guys are in it.
Yeah, dude. Did
you see? In so deep.
Did you see my idea?
Not recently, because I've had you guys muted every now and then.
Okay.
And then I just look at it as a whole. But no, what was it?
So, I mean, the cat's out of the bag. I had a pilot episode on Sunday, so the channel knows. So I'm going to run this by you. I know you said you're going to get ready to start Don't Feed the Animals. And, if ever you're in the need for a co-host of such, I know a guy who's got some experience, would love to totally be down. I can give you his number. Maybe you guys can connect, and do a couple of takes. I think he's already been on your show once before, but anyways, I digress. Who
the hell is he talking about? I just don't know.
So Sunday, I streamed, and before the stream, it was a no-cam stream. And there's a lot of people that we know that played this game. And a lot of them all inevitably want to start their own channels and start streaming. Mm-hmm. So my thought was, we all play this game as a starting stream. There you go.
I want to hear you say it, though.
I totally got inspired by a classic group that when I was in the Marine Corps, helped me get through a lot at that time. That is the people over there at Rooster Teeth. They made a little series called Red vs. Blue, and it was awesome.
Yes.
So I'm watching these videos of all this Animal Crossing content. So I decided, why not just do a mini-series on the channel of Animal Crossing?
Do it.
Where I am not doing any cam, but I am role-playing my character in the game. And on that Sunday, if you want to communicate to me, it will be on my island, in character, in Discord, in Animal Crossing. And so the backstory is, I created with a backstory. I have thought this whole thing through, the first big saga, I guess you can say, of this idea is I should not say I, but the babe on WLIN Isles is getting ready to start constructing his ultimate tag obstacle course. So, you have, I am going to create an obstacle course on my island somewhere, and we're going to play tag with nets. And we're going to set a timer that we're going to buy from the store.
Yeah.
And the person who gets the most tags within that timer will move on to the next round, depending on how many people sign up for this thing. And the grand prize winner will be 500,000 bells. And I want to create the title. To create the title on the island, I'll give a trophy away, and I want my villagers to refer to that person as the ultimate tag champ.
Tag champ. Tag champ.
So that's the thing, is the babe with a fellow resident of WLIN on Sunday nights. You'll just be experiencing his world. Like throughout the week, I'll be doing on-cam streams and I'll be playing Animal Crossing Terraforming or whatever. In fact, I think this evening I'm going to go revisit a classic of mine that I haven't streamed in quite a bit, Realm Royale. I'm going to see if Red Eyes is down for a couple of rounds of that. So be prepared for that for later on in the stream. But Sundays, I really want, and I encourage you, man. I know you're an Animal Crossing player too. I've reached out to Clistar and Daedalus and Crafting Meditation and Jacob's out there. You know, come have some fun. Let's do some role playing on Animal Crossing. Yeah,
you get 8 on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And you'll be.
I need bells, man. I'm not on it as much. Like I literally skip like 3 days. I don't time travel. There's so many. I'm so like out of that loop.
Bro, I'm funding one of a buddy of mine's house renovations for one of her villagers. So I've already dropped $1 million on her. So.
$1 million, damn.
But yeah, so come have some fun on Animal Crossing on Sunday, where we'll be role playing, and you'll be watching the adventures of the babe on WLIN Isles, where he is moved to the island and made his fortunes off of selling clay medicine to the villagers for their wasp bites. The ironic thing is, none of the villagers ever get stung. So how did he really make all of his money? And it'll just be me role-playing and seeing a day in the life of this character on Animal Crossing Sunday nights.
Homie, you should totally do like a murder mystery shit too.
Absolutely, bro. And that's what I'm saying. That could be the next story arc.
Murder mystery, fucking treasure. Oh, treasure hunt. You got some shit?
Yep. The possibilities are endless.
Endless.
And now
it's like you're on an island.
That's right. Your imagination is the limitations. Imagination. So
that's
yeah,
super fun, man. I'm excited. What time? Your time?
Yeah, Sunday nights. I'm trying to Sunday nights I'm going to try to start my streams early. I've been really trying to start this stream on time. So I'm going to really try to do the same thing on Sunday nights, just to start the stream
same time?
earlier. The 9 o'clock Mountain Standard Time.
Okay.
11 o'clock Eastern.
Okay.
And just do it for a couple of hours, maybe an hour, 2 hours. I mean, time fades away in Animal Crossing.
So we all can roleplay? Like I can roleplay?
Absolutely. And you can come jump in the channel and play your character.
Nice.
And, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to come up with a backstory. I got to come up with something.
You got to come up with something. I'll
think about it.
Yeah, and I know who some of our followers are out there and some of our regular watchers are out there, and I encourage them as well. Come join in the fun.
Yes. Sounds like super. You got to get somebody to edit it all when it's done and put it in like a show and make it all dramatic and shit.
I got a guy. Got a guy. Yeah. And I'm hoping, and he's a fellow player, Ginger, Ginger-esque.
Perfect.
He wants to start editing and put together a video, so I was like, I'm going to give you all the content in the world, my friend.
You
Yeah.
take an hour, you cut it up, 20 minutes, intro, outro, and then all the drama in between, and you got yourself a reality TV show.
And I
Animal
want to
Crossing
leave
style.
every episode. Like, and I'm saying this now. I want to leave every episode intentionally on a cliffhanger. Even if the story gets wrapped up on that session, we will still find a way to make it a cliffhanger. As
Beautiful.
ridiculous as it is.
Yo, it's like Dungeons and Dragons now. Now I got my fixed too while I'm at it.
So like this whole quarantine thing, lockdown thing, just really forces people to be creative. So, you're thinking about getting ideas started again with Don't Feed the Animals now that you got your new setup. The Animal Crossing is forcing me to like just kind of think of crazy things to do.
Yeah.
So keeps us occupied and it puts
For sure.
content out there for you, the people.
That's right.
So, yeah, that's been up for me. Watching Community again, love the show. Have you seen Community?
No, I haven't seen. I told you I watched Curb, right?
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the show I've been watching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
I didn't watch the Community, but I finished watching Curb Your Enthusiasm.
So Community is one of the is a show that Dan Harmon was worked on.
Yes.
Dan Harmon
Yes.
being the same guy who does Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
And it has Chevy Chase in it, Donald Glover, Childish
Mhm.
Gambino. It's got Allison Brie is in
Alison
it.
Brie.
Joe McHale.
Uh-huh.
And then Yvette Nicole Brown.
Mm-hmm.
So and then Kim Jung. And the Russo brothers actually produced some episodes and some shows as well, and they're known from, of course, fucking the greatest Marvel movies that have come out.
Yeah.
So we're watching that again. It's on Netflix, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just fun. It's just a fun show. So, and been growing this crazy beard out. I got my quarantine beard going.
This is it. This is as big as it goes. Mine.
That's as big as it goes.
That's it. And then this
It's
just
tough.
patches. It's gross. I
Yeah.
hate it.
And I am starting to starting to use some mustache wax. Try to curve that handlebar up pretty good.
Oh, you're doing one of those. You're trying to get a curly mustache going?
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
You going for a Pringles look?
Oh, I'm going the Pringles look. Yeah. Full on handlebar.
Nice.
So we're talking about Animal Crossing earlier, and that just kind of might as well jump into our first news
Yeah.
segment of the day.
You got more stuff coming out.
We got some more stuff coming out, so let me go ahead and bam. Video games. We have the Animal Crossing. This comes to you live from the... Oh man. There we go. Animal Crossing World. So, AnimalCrossingWorld.com. It's highlighting the news that's coming out with the new update release, I believe on Friday. No, Thursday. We'll be getting new shops. We'll be getting bushes and hedges. A new section of the museum will open for fine art, which I'm actually really excited about.
I'm excited for that too.
Really excited for that. I see the painting of the park in the background. That'll be pretty cool. So new customization stuff coming out. Earth Day Nook Plus Miles. Bro, I'm in deep. I will tell you this now. You were just talking about it, and I agree. In completely deep when it comes to this game. I have gone even as far as to get into different communities out there. I was a part of the Bells Shop community or something like that, just to see like what is going on. Like people are out there trading items. People are out there trading villagers. Like, it's happening all the time. I had a villager of mine that was moving out, so I had an open plot, and I'm working with a buddy of mine to get one of their villagers. And it's just, it's a pain in the butt, right? It's a painful, painstaking process, but inevitably it'll happen.
So, what do you gotta do? You gotta bribe them?
They just have to be willing to move out, and you have to recruit them at the right time. And there's a lot of different theories out there, and a lot of different methods and mechanics, and it just comes down to neglect. But, or as I like to refer to it, extreme social distancing.
Well, I remember when I first, because again, you're way into it than I am.
Mm-hmm.
I am like, it's my first one, and I'm like, I'll play it for a month. I've been playing it for over a month, and I'll still be a noob about it. But the last thing I saw, like, you would kick them in, and you don't talk to them.
Yeah.
And you make sure they don't talk to you.
Yep, and anybody else.
Like, and then you gotta bitch about them to Isabel.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, bro.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like, dude.
I know it's all video game shit, but there's got to be some line of guilt when you do that.
If you don't have a little slight measure of guilt in you, you are a heartless psychopath.
Because I think like when they finally tell you they want to leave, they're like, yeah, you never really talked to me.
Yeah.
They're like, and then you got me. I couldn't even sit there and look at my Twitch and just be like, oh, I'm gonna turn this off.
This
guy made me guilty.
I'm really tired of those days of you beating me with your butterfly net. So I think it's time for me to leave.
They're just sitting there, just like.
I moved to this island in hopes of making friends, and you completely moved my building to the other side of the island, away from everybody, and caged me into my front yard. I think it's how I'm leaving.
Yeah. It's sad. It's sad. Why would you? So I guess everybody. I don't hate everyone on my island. I don't have a full island. I think I only have. I think I have like 6 villagers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the full 10. You have full 10, I'm assuming?
I have full 10.
Yeah. There's a couple. There's ones that been OG day one. And I'm like, man, I feel like you never leave your house. And when you do, you're so sarcastic. It's Renee. I'm not a fan of Renee.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they have personalities, bro. And
yeah,
you just
man,
like...
some of them I'm just like, not cool with.
Ozzy's
like, a spaz.
Yeah.
Ozzy's a little koala dude.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lionel the lion, he's alright. He's like an old man, so he's like whatever. I like what's his name? Scrawl. He's a bird that likes to work out, and he wears like a night outfit. And then
Sterling.
Thank you, Sterling.
Yeah.
I have Sterling. And that's it. Oh, this cat fucking visited my town, and she's like, nah, this is not my style. I was offended.
Bro.
I was like, fuck you.
I'm saying.
Ugh. That was gross. I was like, what? This bougie ass cat, get the fuck out of here.
Yep, just like I had this
all.
hamster, bro. She moved in, and every time I made an adjustment, planted a flower, put a picnic table out, what in tarnation? Why is this out here? Oh, well, whose sense of fashion is this? And I was like, bitch, if you don't like living on my island and me decorating this island, you can fucking leave.
I ain't lying. I get sometimes I get salty. Like Renee, like every time if I talk to her, she's like, yeah, what's up? And I talk to her again, she's like, still here? I'm like, bitch, I was going to give you something, but forget it.
I'm going to give you a new home is what I'm going to give you.
Yeah, you know what? She's going to be getting, she's already kind of segregated. I might just build a big fence.
Cut.
Around her.
Put her on the bench.
But, shit, I was just trying to give you this. I was just trying to get rid of this bunny day wreath that I don't want anymore.
But now you get isolation.
Yeah, fuck that. Now you're done.
This is
Isabel, today we're gonna file a report today.
I don't like the way that you're talking to me.
Shit, Renee, relax. I mean, you may be an OG village, not give treat me like shit.
But you're fucking brand new on this island, bitch.
I know. Coming around here.
This deep,
Oh, and then
bro.
I have an elephant. She's nice, but she gets into fights with everybody. Everybody gets offended at everything she says. And I feel bad because I'm like, she didn't say anything wrong. You know, like when you watch them like arguing with each other, and it's like, you really are very opinionated. And I'm like, so what? And then the ram, a ram bitch. I don't remember her name.
Also, you got
But,
quite a bit, huh?
So ram, an elephant, the lion, the bird, then the horse, and the koala. So 6, yeah. No, I said 6.
And the bird. Oh, yeah. So the sterling
6.
bird. Yep.
Yep.
Getting there.
Yep.
This deep, bro. Got my first amiibo card to use.
How are you getting those?
I got them online.
You just order them?
Mm-hmm.
Do you pick, or is it like?
Yeah, I picked this one. This one was a $7 card, I think it was.
Is it like eBay?
Yeah, it's
What is that?
it's Camo Frog.
Cool.
And I'm going to try scanning him in as soon as my octopus is fully moved in today through the community. Shout out to that community for giving me that octopus. That's awesome.
An octopus.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, bro. So one of my OG villagers, Mira, started pissing off my new pink lady. I got this little pink deer. Her name's Diana. She's super cute. And my OG person's starting to piss her off, and I'm like, whoa, you need to calm down there. I know you've been here from the start, but I don't. She's been all of a sudden acting out and going around and starting fights with fucking all the rest of my villagers. So I'm like, hey, I don't know if it's that you need a new spot or what, but you need to calm your shit down.
They're arguing over the craziest things, man. They're just like they're arguing over idealisms too. It's like, what's happening?
When did politics come into Animal Crossing?
I'm like, yo, who brought the Democrat? Like, what's going on?
I knew I shouldn't have put a donkey next to an elephant.
Who would have known? Yeah, nah, man. It's and I feel like, and it's so funny because you play the game and you're like, and it's probably like nothing happened. Like
No.
they probably did program. They program it's just like it's just flavor.
It's a roll of the dice, bro. It's a roll of the dice of what.
It's not gonna affect anything. It's not gonna make you not be able to play the game. But when you see these interactions pan out, you're just like, oh, I can't.
Some of my villagers, man, I just tell them, shut up, man. I don't care. Stop running up to me with this bullshit.
Yeah, they'll like give you the lamest things sometimes. They're like, here's this. Yeah, well, I guess I don't know. Lionel must think I'm like bougie, but he like ran up to me and got me a cardigan.
Nice.
And I'm like, cool. You see what I'm rocking? I'm running around with I'm walking around with my own like outfit. I'm walking around with my like Slimer High C orange shirt that I made. And I'm just like, and you give me this button down cardigan? Get out of here.
I have officially made the We Like It Nerdy flag. The WLIN flag. So once you
Nice.
come to visit the island or when you check
I
out
can't
one
wait
of the
to see it.
streams, you can check it out, man.
I got my Don't Feed the Animals on my island.
There you go. I saw. That's what actually inspired me. I saw your Don't Feed the Animals flag, and I was like, all right, I got to do it.
Hell yeah.
WLIN Isles.
Yeah, I
So-
was like, you have to do that. My DFTA haven. I was just trying to think of like something I'm like, because they don't let you have a lot of words.
Yeah, that's why I had to do, because I was going to do We Like It Nerdy, but that all didn't fit. So that's
Yeah,
why I did.
We like it.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay.
We like what? It's so obscene.
Yeah.
So I just did WLIN Isles, and it
Yeah.
fits. If you don't know what WLIN stands for, look it up.
Yeah, and that was another thing too. You said aisles, and I'm like, I can't do aisles. I was like another word for islands or seclusion or whatever, and I'm just haven. Haven's nice.
Yeah, Archipelago didn't fit, so.
Exactly.
Speaking
Yeah.
of new game updates, Mario Maker 2, the update relaunched today. Fucking amazing.
I'm
I
about to pop that in tonight.
I
Probably.
love this game. I will definitely have to revisit this myself. But I'm gonna hold off on it. We'll sleep on it for a while. I'm gonna let people get accustomed because I first and foremost my hat it goes off. Tip my hat to some of these level designers for this game are
Right.
ridiculous, and they build these levels in such a way that it hits in the feels because it's like a classic what you would play in a traditional Mario game. So I love it. So shout out to a lot of those creators out there. I definitely look forward to playing some of your levels and your worlds. And here's why I'm going to hold off on this update. The update launched today. So that has World Maker. You can make like maps and essentially make your own freaking Mario game. They have Mario 2 mode where if you get a mushroom, you can.
That's the one I'm most excited for.
Yeah.
Mario 2. For the longest time, I thought Mario Maker had Mario 2 stuff in it, and I totally forgot. Like it didn't, because I'm like, it's kind of technically a whole different.
Bro,
game.
they put Link in the game before they put Mario 2 in the game.
Yeah, exactly. So, let's say put Mario 2 stuff, and I was just like, wow. And then the mechanics, they all changed throughout the games.
Mm-hmm.
I love Mario Maker 2 is awesome.
So I'm gonna sleep
they
on.
did all the Koopalings, right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna sleep on the update for now because I'm gonna let these developers like really get accustomed to these new tools and really
I guarantee
make some.
you, there's fire fucking levels out.
Oh,
right
bro,
now.
yeah.
Guarantee you.
So I'm excited about that Mario Maker 2. And I love it because it's every aesthetic. Like they have Super Mario Worlds, they have Mario 3, 3D Land. They're doing boxes. So that's all out today, right now, currently as we stream. So check that out. And that's pretty much it.
Oh, you know what? I do have more game. I have a game thing. I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't. I just thought about it because I was talking shit about it the whole time, and I wasn't because it's just something I was gonna do. I'm gonna be jumping on that Predator. I played the beta for Hunting Grounds.
Oh.
Have you seen that?
I have not.
Are you familiar with what do they call those games again? They call them. I fucking forget. My brother knows. I'm so out of it when it comes to like the style of games. It's 4v1.
Okay. So it's PvP VP. Because it's player versus player versus player.
Yes, because there is a computer in there. So
PvPVE. Player versus player versus enemy.
Yeah, I guess so. It has like a better name for it.
Yeah.
I think he said it's basically it's like a monster game. It's like you like Evolve. You ever played Evolve?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that. So I played the beta on PlayStation when it came out, and I have to say it's fun. So the game that I played before that by that company, Elphonic, was the Friday 13th game, which was good. I actually backed on Kickstarter when it came out a couple years ago, but unfortunately, the Friday the 13th franchise ended up going through some shit where the rights. So because rights from the creators were in limbo, they couldn't obviously not it affected the game. It wasn't about the game. It was just the rights for Friday the 13th in general. And because, the IP and all that. So it was enough time that passed that they just stopped doing updates for the game. And it ended up being an okay. That was like, I think, a 1 versus 7. But you were very helpless as a camp counselor. But it was kind of fun because you had so many of them. But this one, way cooler concept. Like it's the same company, but you're first off the Predator, which anybody, that is the most badass like freaking character ever. Like I remember like watching the movie when I was like, this alien is insane looking, and I remember like watching. I mean, we all remember it, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like,
Right?
how awesome is that movie, man? Like, such amazing moments in there. Like, but son of a bitch, and then fucking.
You are one
Oh,
ugly
it's
motherfucker.
for the I'm a sexual tyrannosaur. Fucking Jesse the Body Ventura. So basically, it's a first-person shooter, which I'm terrible at. I don't know how you are with first FPSs, but I'm pretty sure. I feel like you like them.
Oh yeah.
So it's an FPS when you're with your group of 4. You're dropped off to do a mission, and while you're doing the mission, the other player is a third-person view, is playing as the predator, and he does everything that the predator does. There's infrared. You cloak. You run around. You use staff. You can use grappling hooks. Use the disc. The disc.
Nice.
Oh, it's so cool, and you can control it. Oh man, it was super fun. I mean, like it's new, of course, like laggy a little bit at points and drop frame rates, and it's not, especially on PlayStation. I also think that it's going to be cross-platform. So,
Okay.
I if you do jump on a PC, I hit me up because that will be. I think I'm going to be definitely playing that game. And I'm not even like into that type of shit, but I get my group together, and we all get together and we play it, and it is a good time. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun because when you're a human, it's still fun because you have like guns and you're shooting shit and you're squatting up, and then fucking all of a sudden you hear the and you're like, oh shit, where is he at? And then when you're Predator, it's just awesome. You're just so fucking.
It's like it kind of reminds me of, like you said, Evolve, but then there's also a mode in Overwatch during Christmas time where you play as Winston against 4 Mays, and as Winston, you're raged out a lot, and you're going after these Mays, trying to kill them all before they kill you.
Yeah. But it's Predator.
Yeah. So I got a trailer actually pulled up here
for
Predator Hunting Grounds on PS4. So let's check this out.
I'll be lagged, but it's fine.
Let's check this out. All right, let's see. What's the setting set? 720. Let's go 1080. Not actual gameplay. Okay. But I'm assuming we'll get the core concept of this.
Maybe. I already played it, so it was pretty fun.
Okay. Where's Arnold?
So, alright, I think this is just gonna be like stuff. But the cool thing is too, is that like, so we were playing the beta, and then like we did get to fuck up Predator, and what you end up doing is when you're Predator and you get fucked up, you can blow yourself up.
Nice.
And the cool part about that is that the blast radius is ginormous. So you can down Predator, but you have to like hone in on him to kill him. But if you don't do it in time, you have to get the fuck out of there. And you're running away, and if you don't make it, it blow the fuck up, and you totally like beat their ass. It's so good. It's so good. It's fun. I like Predator. Unfortunately, there's something that me and Berto were talking about the other day. How like certain awesome concepts that have awesome like franchises, but the franchises don't do a good job keeping up with it. Mm-hmm. Like pretty much after Predator 2, that the movies kind of sucked. Did you see like the last Predator movie?
The one with Topher Grace in it?
Topher Grace.
Or what? Who was it? Was it?
The last Predator movie was who the fuck else was in it? There's a couple other actors that were in it. It was shit. It wasn't that good at all.
I thought Topher Grace was in.
At the end, put it this way: they had like an Iron Man Predator suit at the end.
Oh my god. The last, I think that was the last one that I watched was with, I thought some weird actor that I didn't expect to be in a Predator movie at all. And then
was it Predators? The one with more than one when they were stuck on an island?
Yeah,
maybe. Stuck on when they were. Yeah, I didn't see that one. I mean, again, it's just crazy because it's crazy how the concept just didn't work out.
No. And then the last good one, I actually was one of the few that actually liked Alien vs. Predator. So.
1 or 2?
1.
I think I fell asleep through both of them.
What was 2? I don't even remember the second one.
Yeah, they had a second one. That is second one where they fought the hybrid.
Yeah, I knew the hybrid was born at the end of the first one. I don't.
The second one is about the hybrid.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's crazy. It's crazy how like all these like they just don't know what to do with it. Like they had something amazing, and afterwards they didn't. You know why Predator 1 was amazing? Predator 1 was Expendables.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they throw in the sci-fi shit.
Yeah.
Because you watch it, you had Arnold Schwarzenegger. You had Carl Weathers. You had Jesse the Body Ventura. You know what I mean? You had all these badasses in there, and you just see the Indian dude. That one Indian dude. And I mean, it is. I gotta rewatch it. It's been a while since I watched it, but it's just stuck in my head. And then you throw in who can take down these badass and this fucking Predator. I remember the shimmer of him cloaking himself. That's so iconic. I love it.
When he looks real quick and he whips his like dreadlocks and then disappears.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then and I love the game captures the noises so good. Like when you go into like infrared mode, where it's like, and you're just like, oh, and you can mimic people's voices, because the characters in the game talk to each other. You can do that shit.
That is awesome.
You can do like the laugh. And I'm like, yeah. There's a lot of get to the chopper moments. At the end that's the end goal for like you do your mission as the soldiers. You do your mission and you have to get to the chopper. So it's a great concept. It's super fun. I can't wait. It's this Friday when it comes out.
Topher Grace was in he was in Predators. That was the last one that I saw.
Okay. I didn't see that. Was it good?
No. No. I'm not even going to try to pretend to say it was good.
No.
Yeah. So, right on. So, yeah, that's PS4 Predators Hunting Grounds. Player versus enemy.
So it's not on PC yet, or is it going to be on PC eventually?
Let's see. Right now it just says it's on Sony.
It'll be on PC eventually, for sure.
Yeah. Greatness awaits PlayStation. So, cool.
Yep.
Right on.
Yep.
Speaking of predators and jungles, I like that segue.
Yeah. See what you did there.
It was terrible.
In
jungles. Yeah, it just looks like it's PlayStation 4 right now and Microsoft Windows. So, yeah. Sony Interactive Entertainment. So it might be coming out on Windows. I don't know if it is out on Windows. Epic Store Games. Yeah. PC. There you go. You can get it on the Epic Store or PlayStation. Check it out. It comes out Friday. Right?
Yep.
Cool. Scientists in India. Did you hear about this? Scientists in India
No.
discovered a new snake, new species of snake, and named it after our very own Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, Salazar Slytherin. So
Is
this
it like rad?
it's this like
Is it-
super green, yellow, red snake.
Oh wow,
Yeah, there it
it's
is.
really, it's really, it's crazy looking.
Yeah,
So they
news.
just is it venomous? Is it deadly?
I am not sure. Let's see here.
Does it bitch to its dad when it doesn't get what it wants?
I
Does
think
it
it more or
I'm trying to
less.
think of, like Harry Potter references.
I think more or less it puts curses on people.
Oh, it
um,
put curses on people.
Yeah. And it's really, really territorial, and it wants to take over, everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't actually
Yeah.
name it by its real name. We call
Oh,
it the.
it's to be unnamed. Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It's forbidden.
That's
forbidden.
right. We don't.
It's the forbidden
The
snake.
the snake we shall not be named. So.
No. Yeah, we gotta follow the rules over here.
Yeah, I got it.
The rules of the jungle.
Rules of the jungle. So yeah,
That's
no.
cool.
Mhm.
That means yeah, man, scientists are nerds.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Going ahead and proving once and for all our people are scientists.
Yeah.
So
They're like, fuck yeah. Like they just can't wait to find like it's like that thing and
I
they're
am-
like, I get to name it.
I'm gonna name this after a Rancor from Star Wars.
I bet you that's exactly
There is some sort of rhino beetle
would
out there
motivate me as a
right now.
discoverer.
Yeah. Like, I need to find this next species so I can name it after Rick from The Walking Dead.
exactly.
What is like this? What does this crazy albino mountain mouse have to do with Rick Grimes? Listen, man, I found it, I discovered it, I named it.
Exactly. I have to feed my fandom, damn it. That's what
this
it's all about.
this new species will be called Baby Yoda.
Yes.
Speaking
I'm
of,
pretty sure they've done it.
oh, I mean, we did it last year.
What did we name Baby Yoda?
Baby Yoda. Like, there's no,
Oh, no.
they don't know the species' name.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. I'm totally like, no, but that's its name. No, it's not. Stupid.
The name is the child, but it's
The
been
child.
dubbed by the fans as Baby Yoda.
Yeah, they've changed my idea of what the actual lore is.
Because
They're,
that hasn't said anything. It doesn't exist.
no.
What his race
True.
was. And speaking of which, a Mandalorian season 3 wrapped up production. Or no, it didn't wrap it up. It's starting production. It started production the other day.
That's crazy.
So season 2 is already wrapped. That's supposed to be coming out here soon. And they started filming season 3. So we already know that after this next season, we're going to get another one. So that's always good to know.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I was telling you before, like, I could have sworn I was hearing news about a season 2 trailer camp coming out. But I heard that was all fake. It was like a parody trailer, but the problem was it was put out by IGN and shit.
What was the date that it was put out? Was it put out April 1st?
Like 2 days ago.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I think 2 days ago is when I saw. And if it was put out April 1st, that would make more sense. I'm seeing a lot of reactions for 2 days ago.
Huh.
Yeah, IGN, Mandalorian Season 2. It says parody trailer on the title. I don't know if that was. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Well, whatever. Interesting. Whatever. That's either way. There's just no trailer out. They should put a trailer out soon, though. They're already working on 3. You'd figure they would have a trailer of 2. But I don't expect to see 2 till probably what?
No, season 2. I think we are gonna get in October. October season 2 premieres.
Fuck yeah. Exciting.
And then to wrap, just right before we wrap this show up here, got one more piece of news. We finally have the name, ladies and gentlemen, for the second Venom film.
Oh.
Well, and the title of the second film, we'll end on this news piece, because I want to kind of hear how you feel about it.
It's news to me. I don't even know what it is.
The title of the next Venom film will Let There Be Carnage.
Okay. Oh shit, you're right. There it is.
Let There Be Carnage.
Let there be carnage. So won't see Cletus Cassidy in this movie, I guess, right?
Right.
So what you're saying is there
So
won't be carnage in there.
what do you
Wow, that's pretty on the nose.
thinking?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not done. There's nothing wrong with that.
You don't think so?
Why?
I'm not on. I don't know if I'm fully on board with this yet.
Why?
To be honest.
I need it to be explained to me.
It's the second film. It's the second film of the Venom franchise. And they're already going to put out their most iconic character.
So what?
There's no build up. It's like you're going through the Marvel films right now, right? So you're almost done with the whole thing. Imagine if they introduced Thanos in The Winter Soldier. Well,
but Carnage is not Thanos.
Right, but
I hear what you're saying. Mm-hmm. I totally hear what you're saying. But that's like saying Captain America. They shouldn't have shown the red.
No. Where do you go from here, though? That's my question.
You go in other movies, or you put him in. You have another movie with him. You can go other. You can go.
Just do a reoccurring movie with Carnage being the villain the entire time.
No, but Carnage doesn't have to be the only villain. And
I know there's
that they're doing more Venom. Listen. So this is what will be known on this show: is I'm gonna be the guy who always defends shit.
Sure.
Just because, especially when it comes to like nerd, and I know I'm a nerd, but I'm not like. I'm hardcore in some areas, and other areas I'm not. But I know, like, I try to like take a step back when I am super passionate about something. Be like, why am I passionate? Like, this makes sense. So I think, and this is not even business side. Well, they're currently coming out with more story for Venom in general.
Sure.
In the comics, they're introducing a Venom god, which again I don't know enough about, but I know it exists. Mm-hmm. Which they could totally go because they're known for just when they're making movies nowadays, is that they do take a lot of old, but then they take a lot of new. Fucking Carnage has been around since fucking 90s.
No, absolutely. I just think
shit's happened since then. You have other fucking Venom villains there. Mm. You can go different routes. You can do anti-Venom stuff, and there's like different storylines. I hear what you're saying, but it was inevitable that Carnage would be in from the end of the first movie.
True. Well, yeah, because he was in the post-credit scene for the first one. Mm-hmm. You know, but I figured the same. Which was so what? You saw Thanos at the end of the first Avengers. You see what I'm saying? Like, so you figure it took what 4 or 5 other movies to finally get to see this dude, right?
Yeah, Sony is not gonna do that at all. Sony's not doing that.
What do you mean they're not doing that? They've even come out and said that they're doing that with the Spider-Verse and Morbius and this whole thing.
Right. So they can go somewhere else. Carnage is not the main villain of all that, though. No, that's what I'm getting at.
Right. He's not the main villain circulating around like the whole Spider-Verse, but he's a very big iconic villain in the
Yeah,
Spider-Verse
it's somebody
that
that is
requires
exciting to
multiple
watch.
people to take out. Like he requires multiple people to take him on. So I don't know.
Oh, I
I'm
hear what
hoping
you're
for the
saying.
best,
I hear
but
what
I
you're saying.
think it's very quick.
It would have been cooler to see like
More
him and
build up.
Spidey take him on, right?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Shit, man. I hear you. Because you really do like I automatically think of like
Do,
that game.
or even exactly, or even like hold off, do another Venom villain, like a sub tier Venom villain for the second movie. Do Morbius,
I'll be very
cross
honest with you.
Morbius with Venom, and then add Spidey to create a maximum carnage.
Here's the thing. I'll be honest with you. I can't watch another Venom movie with another Venom non Carnage because like there's no other like I'm saying. I know I was saying that there is other Venom characters, but again, I feel like they're higher up on the list. Like you need to get past the Carnage part first because Carnage is kind of like the beginning of all that.
Hmm.
He is though because I know I have to. I've never read Maximum Carnage. I only played the Genesis game, but I know that a lot of things happen and a lot of things go down in Maximum Carnage in the comic books. I know Spider-Man is involved, obviously, in Venom, and it would be nice to see Spider-Man and Venom take on Carnage.
Like I've
But
seen, there's like Venom. Carnage is a recurring villain in Venom comics. Like I remember having a five series comic where Venom and Carnage actually fight in the internet. Like they're like choking each other through the computer, in the cover. So like they fight in a lot of comics that Venom stars in. Like he's the leading role in, but.
Right.
I don't know, man. I just think it's all very sudden, and I was hoping for more build up, like maybe more tease around Carnage, that the fact that he exists, but like hasn't really done anything yet. And maybe who knows? Maybe there will be like this will be Carnage's build up movie, and then end on a cliffhanger where they finally take him down in the third one.
But you don't think though, just in generally speaking, seeing Venom go against another symbiote in another movie is not going to get old and dry?
Why not? We did it with Iron Man.
I know, we did with Iron Man, but
We did it
very
in Black.
honest with you though, we were thankfully and glad I was glad I got to rewatch all the Iron Man movies over recently. It had
I mean, there's really not many of them. There's only
they had other things that pushed those Marvel movies to make them really entertaining. You know what I mean? Like, where I'm not saying Venom was bad. Venom wasn't bad, but Venom was not Iron Man.
Right.
Venom was not as exciting or as. Still, we have not seen any crossovers. So, like, maybe if there was some sort of crossover,
but there could be.
They'll be more entertaining. Because again, in Iron Man, yes, all his villains were, well, not in 3, but 3 a lot of people were fans of. Huh?
Which one?
Iron Man 3?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember that.
No, it doesn't exist.
As far as I'm aware, there's only 2 Iron Mans in Civil War.
Iron Man 3 wasn't that bad. I watched it again.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so you can find me right here every week on... You shut your whorish mouth.
It wasn't.
Iron Man
really wasn't.
3 was an atrocity.
It was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it was super cool when they did it the first time, and it was called The Incredibles.
Why? What is that? What is that reference?
Watch The Incredibles, when Incredibles 1, and then watch Iron Man 3 right after that. It's the same story. You had a fan of Mr. Incredible that was neglected at the very beginning who ends up being the main villain. Just like the nerd guy at the science convention that was trying to get Tony's attention with his science, who ends up being the main villain. He holds him hostage in his lair down in a tropical island area, which Tony gets held hostage in a tropical area of Miami. But then then Mr. Incredible has his family come rescue him, just like Iron Man's pieces and his little boy come and rescue him. It's the same freaking storyline.
Yeah, I wish my movie was open up more, because I feel like that's the main storyline of a lot of movies, though. It's definitely a trope, if anything. But I don't know. I feel like, because again, they introduced Extremis, which, if you read that
by the Warren Ellis comic, which is far superior to what they even put in this movie. Yes, I have that on my nightstand.
Yes, it is very good. It is actually, if they did a movie that was a little bit closer to that.
And I think
in comparison, yes.
That's my biggest argument too. Is like, that's why Iron Man 3 bothers me to the core.
So, I was watching the Marvel movies in order, chronologically, as events happened. So, watching another movie of what was happening with Tony, I liked it only because of like the whole like anxiety angle that they were going with him.
Sure.
That was more of my focus of everything, of why I liked the movie, than necessarily like the silly shit with the Mandarin
and that's fine. the
other dude. The extremist dude. It is it is more silly. It's and the ending I wasn't satisfied with, because I'm like, this is in like context, like seeing him blow up all those Iron Man suits, I was just like, so what? You know what I mean? like why did he do that?
So I want you to hold that thought, because I'm going to step away from my mic and my camera for 1 second to show you how serious I am about. I'm going to make my point right here. Put 30 seconds on the clock. I'll be right back.
30 seconds is on the clock. I'm by myself, I think, because I haven't seen the lag of the stream, and I'm trying to be entertaining. But I don't think that Iron Man 3 was that bad. It wasn't the best. It was the.
Is my 30 seconds up?
Is your 30 seconds up? I don't know. Oh, you really want me to put?
There's my seriousness right there, folks. How long did it take me to go get this? How long did it take me?
I haven't seen. I have to see it. Hold on. I was talking shit. Like, it's still lagging.
It's fine. It's fine, because you're about to see me make my point.
We finally sat down. All right, you got Iron Man Extremis. Yeah, it's a good book.
So, like, that, and to like further explain my reason behind my disdain for the Iron Man 3, is they had this right here. What I hold in my hand, it took me 30 seconds to get, because it's on my nightstand, because it's one of my favorite comics, is the source material, the Extremis comic. It's a great book if you have never taken the time to read it. It's not very big. It's only like 50-something pages.
Didn't they have a web comic of it?
Yeah, they had a motion. Mm-hmm. Yep,
a
they
motion
did.
comic. You watch that, and it's really good too if you don't want to fucking read.
Right. So like, they had really good source material that they could have used, and they could have really shown through, but they tweaked and they messed the story to where they threw the Mandarin in it, and it's okay. Like, they could have kept the whole depression, PTSD stuff in there, but like lean more towards the comic. Another complaint that I have was the fact that he just walked away, like, to make a point, he walked away from the very thing that was keeping him alive for so many years, like nothing. Only to just have it again in the very next movie, the arc reactor. Like, I don't understand that. The Mandarin being his number one villain, and then doing the flip, and then making the Mandarin a joke, like that was like as a Mandarin fan, that's offensive.
You've seen that clip though,
Yeah,
that deleted scene though.
but the fact that
That
they had to
does
do
make
that
up for it a
after
little bit.
that it doesn't though, because that was they did that in reaction to what the fans' outcry was. Like, it was like the fans had to come out and say, "What the fuck did you do with Mandarin?" in order for them to get that video to come out.
You think Mandarin will be in Shang-Chi?
I'm hoping so because it's the Ten Rings and he's the leader of the Ten Rings.
Exactly.
So we'll see. I hope that they redo it justice, but like Iron Man 3 was the first Marvel movie as an Iron Man fan where I almost walk out of the theater.
I get it. I get it. I do get it because if you're because it's basically took everything and it was misleading or it was because again they didn't have to like
It was messy.
to take extremists those altered people and use them as a like let's just say you were a fan like you and you take a bit of a story but don't put it and that's what they did.
Yeah.
They put it in just to put it in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
let's put Extremis in there. It's like, no. What made Extremis amazing is the whole story and everything behind it. Like the first couple of pages of that book.
And like they could have gone
hardcore.
Yeah, and they could gone into more of the relationship with the doctor and who she was. Like, she was very much a non-character. She didn't have a lot of development in there.
Nah.
It was messy. It was like, let's deal with the PTSD thing and the kid relationship, and then let's do the extremist piece with that science behind it, not really take a lot of time to explain it, and then do this whole other Mandarin bit in between that completely has no relevance or no weight on the movie at all. Like, it was messy to me, and it didn't seem to flow as well in comparison to the first two movies. Like, when you watch them side by side, the other films, it didn't.
It's easier to take non-developed or not greatly developed things and make it something.
Mm-hmm.
But when you take something that's greatly developed and you just pigeonhole it into something, it doesn't translate as well. And I think that's pretty much what happened in part 3 in that sense.
And I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
I think you hit it right on the head, dude.
Yeah.
And that right there is my fear for Let There Be Carnage.
Yeah. Well,
That's my fear. I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna support it.
I understand.
That's what makes me skeptical about that.
Yeah. Good thing I don't really know much about Carnage other than just being somebody who just murders a bunch of people. So, I mean, seriously, like his storyline is it really that involved though?
No, not really.
And that's why too. Like, and that's just where I come from when it comes to like Venom and Carnage and stuff like that. It's like really like not that deep. With Iron Man 3 could have easily been a better movie if they followed.
And then the Iron Patriot. Oh, I don't even want to get me started with that. Iron Patriot's Norman Osborn, not Brody. Anyways.
Yeah. They just put it there, and then, I mean, there's other reasons why. But again, we don't. Another thing too, we don't have to have it to be exactly like
No, and that's Yep. Again, I agree, and that's something that I have to.
There was
accept.
no death involved in Infinity War or Endgame, in the real Infinity Gauntlet saga.
Or Warlock.
Thanos is doing all this just because he wants to get
Death's pants. Yeah.
So I mean, and they didn't even add that. They gave it a whole different story, but they made it. It was interesting. It was good.
Yeah.
So again, I don't. Again, watching all the movies in order, Iron Man 3 didn't bother me as much because I was again watching it every single day in a row, you just kind of like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? Like, I understand it, you know. Um, but after that, but when it came out though, I too was like, eh. Like I didn't. It wasn't like the best one, and it was definitely like where I was like, oh, okay. You know what movie wasn't as bad as it was when I saw that one again, and I remember it not really caring for it. Is Thor: Dark World.
Yeah.
That watching again in order the way I did it. That one was also another one where I was like, that one's not as bad as it was when I first watched it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't bad at all when I first watched it. I'm just saying it's just in
Not as
comparison to most.
memorable.
Yeah. So watching it again, I'm like, no, this is pretty cool. And there's other like things that happen. I'm like, oh, okay, like this is important, especially with the whole, the Loki story arc.
Yeah.
Which he's so fun. And I watched Ragnarok. It was the last movie I saw, and that was great.
Ragnarok was so good.
Thor Ragnarok was so good. It was so fun. They had that Doctor Strange part in the beginning, which was so badass. You had the Hulk.
Yep, you had Jeff Goldblum.
I want him to have his own movie again.
We'll see him in She-Hulk.
Who are they? I love that they're doing a She-Hulk. I absolutely love that. I literally think they should go a total Law and Order route.
Yeah.
Like hands down. Yeah, for sure. You have her, lawyering it up, and then
lawyer by day, She-Hulk by night.
She-Hulk by night. Yeah, exactly. So
she can be the She-Hulk devil or
they were
Dare
saying
Hulk.
is Allison Brie, or is that for sure? Or is that just
we don't know yet.
suggestion?
We don't know yet. That's the rumor that all the fans have put together, because they were looking for an Allison Brie-esque actress, and then she was on a night talk show, I think, a British talk show, and they mentioned that, and she was like, well, hey, if you're looking for a person of my build and me, well, here I am. Why not use me? So then they brought it up, like, did you go audition? Did you? And she just immediately went dead silent. I didn't really say anything, and kind of like stirred away from the subject. So that's why everyone's like leaning in that direction. Just like everybody knows John Krasinski is probably going to be like, I know he's been at Marvel Studios too. There's a lot of speculative stuff going on, and we won't know. We don't know. We don't know what's true and what's not.
True. Yeah.
But what I do know is that that wraps it up for the news that we had for the evening. As always, in good form and in good nature, Ecto J, where can the fans find you?
Well, my podcast is still up on Podbean and Spotify. Don't Feed the Animals podcast that you search for. You can also find it on YouTube. I would catch up on all of the previous episodes of that podcast to see what we're all about, because May 2nd is coming up soon, and that is when I plan on having that new episode come out. Yeah, so there's that.
Okay, all right on. And as always, folks, you can find me right here on Twitch. I haven't been on as of late. I know I've been kind of slacking on that, and I apologize for that. I'm going to start to get a little bit more active. Working from home, I'm working in this streaming area as my office, so I know I've been getting on a little bit later and not as long, because I just don't want to feel like I'm in this room all day. But that'll change soon. I got a lot of stuff coming on. Like I said, I got my new Amiibo cards, so these will start to coming in, and I'll be using these on the stream. So you can catch me right here. I know there was some issues with my upload on YouTube. Actually, Ecto J and I were kind of working on that a little bit prior to the show. So the episode should be uploading there to the YouTube channel, and that's the babe _WLIN on YouTube.com. And then you could find me on Instagram at the Nerdy Rojas and see what life is like for me in quarantine and all that good stuff behind the scenes. So, for all of you guys out there, thanks for stopping by. Ecto J, why don't you take us out?
Hey, I
Hey.
see you guys standing out there and just standing around. Just remember, guys, there's always room for more at the mini table.
There's plenty of room here at the mini table. Thanks for stopping by, guys, and you have yourselves a good night.
Peace out.